Right now at 10, City Brewery reaches a new contract agreement with its union.
And a pro-Palestinian rally at UWL.
Plus, a UW La Crosse professor is celebrating 50 years of teaching.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. A Hudson area elementary school teacher is in custody on child sexual assault charges. 24-year-old Madison Bergman, a teacher at Rivercrest Elementary, is charged with one count of first-degree child sexual assault of someone under the age of 13. The criminal complaint details inappropriate text messages between her and an 11-year-old student. The student told investigators he and Bergman kissed on multiple occasions and talked about having sex. Bergman is held on a $25,000 bond. If found guilty, she could face up to 60 years in prison.
Communities across Wisconsin are still shocked after yesterday's shooting threat at Mount Horeb School District that turned deadly when police shot and killed a 14-year-old student who brought a rifle to the district. In West Salem, Wisconsin's Attorney General was supposed to have a news conference on school safety today, which was canceled. But officials are still assuring the community that school districts are doing their best to keep students safe. Many state districts have protocols to follow if there's an active threat on a school campus, like going into lockdown. Wisconsin mandates schools to run at least one school violence event drill every school year, something to prepare students and faculty for the worst. West Salem School's Director of Buildings and Grounds went over today what other safety measures the district has in place.
We have a secured entrance in every building. Our expectation is all doors are locked at all times unless they're supervised. All of our visitors are required to check in at the main office and have a badge on them.
Other area districts like La Crosse schools have similar measures. Local police departments also often partner with schools to train for potential threats. Johnson adds that continuing funding for school districts and the state's Office of School Safety is critical for student protection.
As protests continue at college campuses nationwide, UW La Crosse students will be holding a rally to show their pro-Palestinian support. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall spoke with students about the rally. And Jeremy, what are they hoping for?
Emily, the students I spoke with are hoping it's a peaceful protest with no violence. Students will be joining the demands for releasing hostages being held in Gaza and an immediate and permanent ceasefire in Palestine.
Riley Warzinski is hoping tomorrow's rally for Palestine is less chaotic than the protests at UCLA and Columbia.
I just think they just need to stay in check and don't need to get out of hand.
Friday's rally comes just days after protests broke out at UW-Madison. This week, police arrested 34 people on the campus. The protests had also led to an encampment that was eventually dismantled by the police. Just like Warzinski, Max Lebo is hoping Rally for Palestine doesn't get out of control.
I'm hoping it's a peaceful protest. Obviously, everything should stay civil.
Students will be joining in the demands for allowing humanitarian aid into Gaza and the establishment of humanitarian corridors.
I guess if it's saving people's lives and if that's the main goal, then that's great.
The rally starts tomorrow at 2 at UWL. It will be held at its clock tower.
Students for Justice in Palestine La Crosse is encouraging anyone participating in the rally to wear UWL clothing and bring snacks, water, and sunscreen. Ken and Emily.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Yeah, we definitely had some precipitation here this morning. It has then tapered off this afternoon, and then this evening, obviously just cloud cover sticking around. But we had quite a bit. Some areas picked up over a half inch, even close to an inch. So a good soaker for all the area is observed for most of this time frame. It was this morning. We still got a few showers just south of Prairie du Chien to Boscobel. Some of that has kind of developed along that front that kind of sits down there. Most of that will stay to the east. Otherwise, we are seeing some decreasing clouds to the west, but we're going to see that stubborn low cloud stick around at least for parts of the night. Temperatures here remain pretty good in the 50s. Overall, the big picture is there's clearing to the west, as you can see, before the sun set there towards the Twin Cities. So that is beginning to come into the area. It's just going to take its time. Overnight, we will see some of the high clouds move out, some of the low clouds begin to break up, but I don't think we'll really totally see clearing skies towards the morning because some of that low clouds will stick around for the morning commute, maybe even some fog. But the good news is once it burns off, we should see plenty of sunshine here going to noon, all the way to the upper 60s with that west-southwest wind. The same story for Eau Claire. You might see a little low clouds or patchy fog in the morning, Otherwise, temperatures getting up to the mid-60s. Plenty of sun with that west-southwest wind, too. Early on, we're going to break down yes, Friday is dry, which should look good, maybe 70s. Unfortunately, one part of the weekend is wet. The other part is dry, and we'll kind of break that down a bit later in the broadcast.
All right. Thank you, Craig. Well, the city of La Crosse could get rid of all off-street parking minimums in residential zones. Right now, most cities nationwide require a minimum amount of off-street parking options for each development. Those minimums differ depending on the property. A bowling alley in La Crosse, for example, requires a minimum of 5 off-street parking spaces. The city's Neighborhood Revitalization Commission says off-street parking reduces housing, so eliminating or reducing minimums could inspire developers in the future to generate more housing and thus more tax revenue. A study done in 2020 found La Crosse's densest areas had ample parking at all times. It'll likely be months before any proposals reach Common Council.
The city of La Crosse is teaming up with a global leader in climate action. La Crosse is one of 12 cities named to the lead for Cities Local Government Leadership Program. It's an annual effort from the U.S. Green Building Council, which developed a way to rate cities on how green they are. La Crosse will work alongside cities like Philadelphia and New Orleans to develop ways to improve quality of life in cities nationwide. Councilwoman Mackenzie Mindell says La Crosse being in the same conversation with major U.S. cities means La Crosse's climate work is getting deserved recognition.
When the city of La Crosse is able to get on the national stage to work with some of the top leaders at the front of the field, work on decarbonization in our city, it's huge.
Mindell says it's a leadership opportunity because cities contribute 60% of emissions globally. So when local governments like La Crosse create climate actions, organizations follow suit.
An Eau Claire Democrat is seeking re-election in the state assembly. Jody Emerson is running for a 4th term in the 91st Assembly District. The 49-year-old says public education funding and healthcare accessibility are some of her top priorities. Emerson's district used to be contained to just the city of Eau Claire. It'll now contain the eastern half of the city and add towns like Fall Creek, Augusta, and Fairchild. She says more competitive state maps will mean more Democratic issues will get their time in Madison than they have in previous legislatures.
There's a lot of good ideas that my constituents have had that I've written into bills that haven't gotten debated simply because it came from a Democrat. So having a little bit more of a fair split in the chamber means that my constituents' ideas are going to be heard a lot more.
In Madison, Emerson serves as vice chair of the Speaker's Task Force on Human Trafficking. She's also on several committees covering higher education, rural development, housing, and criminal justice.
The final round of voting for City Brewery's new contract wrapping up tonight. After union members at City Brewery threatened to strike over the brewery's new proposed schedule, the union and City Brewery have come to an agreement for a new contract. In a statement to News 8, the brewery's corporate communications manager said in part, "We are pleased to have ratified a new 5-year agreement with Teamsters Local 695. The contract offers significant increases in wages and benefits for City Brewery employees, positioning the company for future growth and demonstrating our commitment to attracting and retaining top talent." Although we do not know the specific details of the contract, a City Brewery union member spoke to us off camera saying that he is pleased with the new agreement.
Half a century. That's how long Gary Gilmore has been teaching public health at UW La Crosse. And tonight, students and staff, both past and current, celebrated his accomplishments thus far. When Gilmore started at UWL in 1974, his goal was to grow the small health education program there at the time. And he did. Not only was he instrumental in starting the first community health education program in the UW system, but he helped it flourish statewide. You might think that after 5 decades of teaching, one might be thinking of retirement, but Gilmore says he's just getting started.
So are you retiring?
No, I'm not.
This is not retirement.
No, this is appreciation of the 50 years. Yeah, so now all we need to do is think about the next 50 years.
What a workhorse. Gilmore added that retirement, not part of his vocabulary. In fact, he started a new program just this semester, and he says he hopes to teach that for at least another decade.
College campuses are protesting around the nation in support of Palestine.
As some are turning violent, the president is saying order must prevail.
I remember coming home from school and pounding on the door, but my mother wouldn't answer. She'd be passed out inside. You know, my mother had a drug abuse problem. She struggled with addiction to prescription pills her whole life. But today with fentanyl, one pill, just one pill can kill. So I've worked with Republicans to stop the flow of fentanyl that's poisoning families across Wisconsin. I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message. This fight hits close to home.
In 1925, a new furniture store opened its doors in Fountain, Minnesota. Now, 99 years later, we're Drury's. Same location, same family, the same philosophy. Sell quality furniture, keep the prices affordable, and give our customers the best service possible. 4 generations later, Drury's is bigger and better than ever. So we're celebrating with our 99th anniversary sale, our biggest sale ever. Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, celebrating 99 years of furnishing the area with quality furniture.
It took 34 years to change this place from worn out to wonderful, slow and steady to keep overhead low. The same slow, steady growth has grown us to the best team of home improvement professionals in the region, over 80 today. Voted best to La Crosse because of exceptional quality and unexpected low prices. Whatever your next project, contact us today for a prompt free estimate. You have a problem, we have the solution. Better than you imagined for less than you expected. Contact the board store today.
Around 2,000 people have been arrested or detained at campus demonstrations across the nation over the Israel-Hamas war.
President Biden spoke about the protests, which are becoming more violent and disrupting exams and graduations.
CBS News correspondent Bradley Blackburn reports from New York on the day's developments.
A protester rammed into a police officer at Portland State University in Oregon Thursday morning as an occupied library was cleared of demonstrators. Police say they found tools, improvised weapons, and paint balloons in the library. An officer tussled with protesters at George Washington University in Washington, D.C., who were trying to raise a Palestinian flag. And police fired impact munitions as they moved into an encampment overnight at UCLA.
We did hear the flashbangs, and that's kind of to get people, alerted that, we're coming in and get them slightly distracted.
That's too tight.
More than 200 demonstrators were taken into custody at UCLA. The protests across the country, from Rutgers University in New Jersey on the East Coast to California State University in Long Beach on the West Coast, are boiling over as police, demonstrators, and college administrators face off, prompting President Biden to address the issue from the White House.
Violent protest is not protected. Peaceful protest is.
Some demonstrators did not take kindly to the president's remarks.
If he cared about his constituents, he would listen in to why these students are protesting.
There have been protests at more than 30 colleges and universities. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
President Biden also said there's no place for anti-Semitism or Islamophobia on college campuses.
New York City police say an officer fired his gun while clearing a building at Columbia University earlier this week.
Well, a La Crosse summertime staple is returning.
Get ready to head downtown for the return of the Cameron Park Farmers Market.
Once we lose the cloud cover, we're looking at sunny skies for Friday and 70s. Unfortunately, rain is back in the forecast for at least a half of the weekend. I'll break down when we'll see it and what the rest of the next week looks like. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Ashley's 72-hour summer kickoff event is happening May 10th through the 12th. Get your home ready for summer with our biggest selection of hot buys, cool deals. Kick off summer in style May 10th through the 12th, only at Ashley.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. When it's time to plant and grow your dream yard, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like half off 1 cubic foot bags of Miracle Grow garden soil, 16-pound bags of Blaine's Midwest Blend bird food, $16.99. Rewards members save an extra $1. And with Mother's Day coming up, assorted Whitman's and Russell Stover candies, just $8.99. Plus, visit our outdoor garden centers, now open at select Blaine's Farm and Fleet stores.
At Papa Murphy's, we build your pizza with the freshest ingredients. You take it and bake it fresh in your oven.
So technically, I make the pizza.
Right now, get the limited time Taco Grande pizza. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
When migraine strikes, you're faced with a choice. Accept the trade-offs of treating or push through the pain and symptoms. With Ubrelvy, there's another option. One dose quickly stops migraine in its tracks. Treat it anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Ask about Ubrelvy. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Join today's shoppers as they explore Sweet Valley Artisans.
There's so many good things here. How do you pick just one? You don't.
I've been looking for something to hang in my garage. What about this? Or this?
Vintage clothing and accessories? Let's check it out. Have you found anything yet? Yeah?
I'm getting hungry just looking at this. I know what you mean.
Stop in and find your treasure today.
Results are in for the 2024 Best of La Crosse County. Head to bestoflacrossecounty.com to see the winners in every category. Thank you to everyone who participated, and congratulations to all the winners.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers. Ashley's 72-hour summer kickoff event is happening May 10th through the 12th. Get your home ready for summer with our biggest selection of hot buys, cool deals. Kick off summer in style May 10th through the 12th, only at Ashley.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
In case you had doubts of summer being on its way, this next story might reassure you.
The annual Cameron Park Farmers Market is returning to downtown La Crosse tomorrow.
The market is every Friday in May through October from 4 p.m. until dusk. 30 vendors are signed up for this year's market, and there are still spots available if you'd like to sell your items.
Vendors are selling everything from farm fresh produce to artisan goods and crafts. In addition to the traditional vendors, there will also be food trucks and live music.
You can find more information about the market and this year's vendors on the association's website. We've got some links on our digital platforms.
Well, good news for everyone attending the market tomorrow, because there will be no rain, according
Always
to
a
Greg,
plus.
and that should be, for the most part, the case the rest of the weekend. Let's send it over to him for the latest.
Well, yeah, we're looking at dry conditions here returning for Friday. That's the positive news. Unfortunately, we're kind of flipping back and forth, and that continues this weekend. Although half of the weekend looks pretty good, but yeah, sunshine tomorrow. We'll have some morning fog or some low clouds lingering around. Cool conditions, showers for Saturday, and then dry conditions come back for Sunday, Cinco de Mayo. So overall, there's that system beginning to depart. That's the good news. Clearing skies. Really, we're not looking much downstream until we get well towards the Pacific or even northern Nevada. That is the next system. That's the one that we're tracking for Saturday. It doesn't look that impressive right now, but it is going to develop some activity as we get closer to that time frame. But really, as you wake up tomorrow morning, it's going to be some lower clouds lingering around, at least in the morning hours. Temperatures be in the 40s to the 40s, maybe some upper 30s there. Overall, all the cloud cover, or at least the low clouds and fog, should burn off quite quickly. So by noon, you're looking at temperatures generally in the 60s, mid-60s, low 60s up to the north with a light southwest wind. Overall, we're just going to see a little bit of increase in clouds towards Friday evening, but this is just high clouds approaching from the system out west. So we should see a good Friday evening, temperatures lowering back into the 60s. All this cloud cover is a little high, so that shouldn't part any precipitation yet. Overnight, temperatures will continue to fall back into the 50s. That's the good news. Unfortunately, once we go to Friday, we're going to flip around there. There we go. We got towards Saturday is that system I mentioned out to the west. Eventually, it's going to develop some showers and thunderstorms across the plains, and it will approach the area Friday night. Now, the big question is whether this will hold together overnight and produce maybe this light to moderate rainfall, maybe even a thunderstorm or two. I think a lot of this may fall apart, so it'll be more light rain, light showers, probably morning time frame. We could see some lingering through noon, and then by the afternoon, we should at least see the precipitation move out. It may take a little bit longer for the cloud cover to get out of here. By Saturday evening, we should start seeing some clearing. Northwest winds behind it. This will keep cool temperatures for that. And then Sunday, we should have really good conditions. Clearing skies, high pressure is really going to be right overhead. So that should be really the best part of the weekend. Unfortunately, for May 4th for the area, we are going to have the showers, as I mentioned. Temperatures will struggle for La Crosse to get up to about 60. More of that rain in the morning, probably less in the afternoon. Then as we go for Eau Claire, and I kind of skipped over that, they're looking at about similar type of conditions too. Upper 50s, low 60s. Precipitation precipitation more in the morning. The good thing for Cinco de Mayo, all areas should be really dry. We should have temperatures close to 70 or in the low 70s, light winds. So that'll be the best part of the weekend will be Sunday. So that's the good news. Good news is maybe even Monday will be dry too. So maybe we'll get 2 days of consecutive dry days will be nice to see. But for tonight, it's going to be the cloud cover will linger, but we will see some clearing. Don't be afraid, don't be surprised, you might wake up with some low clouds or some fog a little bit there with temperatures in the 40s. Once that burns off in the morning, maybe around 9 to 10 at the latest, we should climb up into the 70s for most areas, upper 60s in a few. Once again, only a few high clouds towards the evening. Things do change as we go into Saturday. That rain will come in, potentially all the way through about early afternoon, just some light rain, and then Sunday looks great. Monday looks pretty good too, and then we get unsettled and a little bit cooler for the second half of next week, along with some showers and thunderstorms coming in. So the weekend's not a total bad one. It's just Saturday's not going to be great. Sunday should be fine.
Yeah, and then we have a lot of 70-degree temps coming up.
Yeah. Yes, we're getting to that point where almost 70 is the average in about another week. So that's a good news.
Sounds good. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Bucks back in Indy for a must-win Game 6, and they had Dame back in the lineup. Plus, a Prairie du Chien native and former Winona State football player hoping to lead his current team to a gold medal this year. Rob's up next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. What says spring like free flowers? All month long, save up to 20% off store-wide. Plus, as a thank you, get $50 worth of free flowers from Sparta Floral when you spend $499 or more. Buy a sofa, get free flowers. Buy a fridge, get free flowers. Buy some flooring, get free flowers. While you're picking up your free flowers, buy some more flowers. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup is always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
La Crosse Fireplace Company has proudly worked with many homeowners throughout the years, but you've also seen us in local businesses. From a large waiting area to a small, cozy setting for customers to relax and enjoy themselves. La Crosse Fireplace Company will help create the warmth and aesthetics perfect for your business. Stop into our showroom or contact us today. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
Bobby, are you there? I heard all this noise and then I was thinking you dropped the connection. But I'm a little worried. Honey, are you all right? Bobby, I hear sirens. Bobby, what's going on? Please answer me. Oh God. Bobby, no.
Pischke Motors has been family owned and operated since 1920 and have you to thank for our continued success. Stop by our dealership in West Salem or La Crosse to find the Ram you're looking for. Get in a Ram 1500 Laramie or Bighorn today. We've got great deals on new Rams right now. When you find the perfect truck, you'll feel it.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
All of us face obstacles throughout our lives at one point or another, but how we deal with those obstacles is when we find out what we're truly made of. And one Wisconsin native found that out when he least expected it. As a kid growing up in Prairie du Chien, Joe Delagrave's childhood was centered around sports.
Everything and anything. Through middle school, it was basketball, football, baseball, swimming, little pond hockey.
Joe ultimately chose football, competing at the college level just a couple of hours from home at Winona State. But after his freshman year with the Warriors, Joe's career took a detour in 2004.
That summer was out on a boat with a couple of buddies, and buddy ended up hitting the bottom of the river. I flew backwards, hit my head, which led me to being paralyzed from about the chest down. And that was kind of like a life is over moment for a second there, and trying to figure out what was next.
But life wasn't over for Joe. Instead, it was just getting started. And as it's always been for the PDC native, sport once again became the driving force for his next chapter.
really what really helped me is about 1.5 years after my accident, found the sport wheelchair rugby, just looked up a Google search on like different sports I could play with my level of injury. And from that athletic mindset, always growing up and going like, how do you get better and setting goals and whatnot, but really helped lay that foundation for me to be able to make some of those choices.
And what a choice it wound up being. Joe turned a passion into a professional career, and wheelchair rugby became the avenue for a Wisconsin kid to earn Olympic medals along the way. Joe spent 13 years as a pro and competed in 2 Paralympics, winning the bronze medal in 2012 and the silver medal in 2020. But after retiring from the sport 4 years ago, Joe made sure not to stray away too far. He quickly took over as interim head coach of the USA wheelchair rugby team before permanently getting the job in 2023.
That's been a joy, something where I think I've found really a true purpose in it. It's fun to be on the sidelines. It's a little bit nerve-wracking because you have no control over what's going on in the court once the whistle blows, but it's been a really fun challenge for me, the squad.
On top of getting ready for the upcoming Paralympics in Paris later this year, Joe continues to share his story all around the world. And whether that's inspiring his own players or motivating others, Joe's ultimate goal is to help as many people as he can.
I think it's really important to use your platform for a better purpose and be selfless with it. And I think, if we can make a difference here in our lifetime, but for the next generation, the generation after that with spinal cord injuries, I'm a happy man.
Currently an ambassador for the Red Bull Wings for Life charity. He's been in that role since 2018, and this upcoming Sunday will be the Wings for Life World Run. It's a virtual global run that everybody can participate in. 100% of the entry fees will go towards spinal cord research. That information is currently on our website, news8000.com/sports. Do or die tonight for the Bucks in Game 6. Damian Lillard back on the floor for Milwaukee, and he finds Brook Lopez for the jam. Bucks up early on. Pacers respond, though. Other end, Pascal Siakam down low off the glass. Indy goes up by 10. Bucks trying to stay in it. There's Dame downtown. You bet. Lillard cuts the deficit to just 4, but the Pacers start pulling away in the first half. Obi Toppin up top, throws it down. Indy up a dozen at the break. Second half, Milwaukee looking to stay alive and force a Game 7. Lillard takes it strong. He led the way with a game-high 28, but it's not enough tonight. Toppin chipping in with 21 off the bench for Indiana. Pacers take care of business at home as they end Milwaukee's season 120-98. So Lillard helped a little bit, but they needed Giannis, and we knew from the jump that this was going to be a tough series. Sorry, Ken. My Knicks are currently in a nail-biter.
Okay.
But I'm up here as a pro.
Yeah.
Are Rockets part of the finals? Rockets?
No,
they've been out.
They had
Okay.
a decent season, but
not bad. Not bad. But it'll be a few years, I think, before they get into big
Let's go Brewers, right? That's what I got.
Yeah, we're just all in on the Brewers now this year.
That sounds good.
Thanks,
Okay. All right. We'll have another look. No, we have more news after this.
We sure do.
Shop for a cause at Home Sleep Express. Donate $10 to help ovarian cancer research, and Home will give you 10% off any Luxuria or Thomas Cole sleep mattress. Plus, get interest-free financing. Give $10, get 10% off sale prices. Only at Home Sleep Express.
Let River City Grill in Winona, Minnesota be your new go-to dinner destination. We provide exceptional service no matter the occasion. From date nights to family outings with the kids, we have something for everybody at the table. Enjoy one of our 23 tap beers and pair it with a burger and fries during our happy hour from 2 to 6 p.m. Or, for a fine dining experience, try our salmon and steak entrees paired with our amazing signature cocktails. River City Grill, located in Winona, Minnesota. Call or book an online reservation today.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month. Call 1-833-376-4999.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too. Call now.
Honoring great teachers in our community, News 8 Now presents this month's top-notch teacher.
When I first started here, I thought I would be here 1 or 2 and then move on to something bigger and better. And I've seen bigger, I just haven't found better yet. We have a lot of great people here.
He's piloting a math series this year for me. He just kind of, he's not afraid to take on whatever you ask of him as a teacher.
Learn more about this month's top-notch teacher at news8000.com. Brought to you by these proud sponsors.
Shop for a cause at Home Seasonal Concepts. Home will give you 10% off sale prices on porch and patio when you donate $10 to help ovarian cancer research. Give $10 and get 10% off sale prices now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
A family receives a new home.
That's right. Habitat for Humanity of Greater La Crosse region handed over the keys to the family from Arcadia.
The Jose family are the recipients of the new home. The family contributed 350 sweat equity hours toward the build, along with, of course, volunteers and staff of Habitat for Humanity.
This is the first Habitat home built in Trumpeldor County and the first to use solar energy. The roof comes with a 7-kilowatt solar array, which will help reduce energy costs for the family.
The executive director of Habitat says this home will provide a stable future for the Jose's.
We know when we hand those keys over to that family that they will no longer have to struggle. They will no longer have to live in substandard or dangerous or unsafe housing, that they will have an affordable monthly mortgage payment that allows them to provide for their families.
The Jose family will purchase the home from Habitat for the full appraised value with a 0% interest loan. Like all Habitat homeowners, they will also pay property taxes and homeowners insurance.
Always a good day when a new home is ready for a new family.
Oh, yeah,
it's such a great effort.
You should have seen the kid's face when he snipped that ribbon and they got to tour the home and everything.
Sure.
Special day for them.
Pure joy.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we'll have another look at your forecast when we come back.
Hi folks, Harvey Wood of Wood Sales and Service here. It all started with steel chainsaws 55 years ago. Wood Sales is now one of the largest family-owned and operated outdoor power equipment dealers in the Coulee region. We feature a large selection of products and services. Find Steel, Cub Cadet, Altos, Rambo e-bikes, Coyote tractors and implements, Valley forestry equipment, Central wood boilers, Green Mountain pellet grills. Wood Sales and Service, Black River Falls. Family-owned and operated for 55 years. WoodSalesService.com.
Okay, nature lovers, at US Cellular, you can get an iPhone 15 Pro on us, plus $300 off a new iPad.
It's true. Check out this amazing photo of an Iberian lynx I got.
That's a tabby cat.
And a slaty bristle front.
A pigeon?
And even Bigfoot.
Yeah, so that's Gary?
Oh, yeah, bro. That's me.
Bigfoot does not exist.
And Gary does exist.
Right now at US Cellular, get an iPhone 15 Pro on us, plus $300 off any iPad. US Cellular, built for us.
Coulee Carpet has always been more than just carpet, and now the name will reflect that. Coulee Floors and Design. Along with the brand new name, there's a fresh new look to the showroom. Don't worry, Coulee Floors and Design still has the same great team at the same convenient location. Ready to elevate your space? The design consultants will take the time to discuss your dreams, needs, and your budget. Coulee Floors and Design will accompany you through every step from expert advice to professional installation. Visit Coulee Floors and Design on Mormon Coulee Road for a fresh new look.
Visit Coulee Cards and Gaming in Onalaska. Whether you're looking to buy or sell basic or investment level sports, trading, or gaming cards, Coulee Cards and Gaming is your place. If you're more into autographed or game used sports memorabilia, we have it all. Weekly trading card tournaments and beginner games on Sundays. We're open 7 days a week, so stop on in.
Come on down to Coulee Cards and Gaming to turn your old cars to cash and explore our shelves for exciting additions to your collection. Your cars deserve a new adventure, and so do you.
Located in Valley Plaza, Onalaska.
Stop spring cleaning your old, outdated bathroom and get the bathroom of your dreams from your home improvement company. Call today to save up to 30% off your complete bathroom remodel or a simple tub-to-shower conversion. Our installers are trained and certified professionals that can complete your bathroom remodel in as little as a day. Schedule today and enjoy zero money down, zero interest, and zero payments until 2026. Call for your in-home consultation today to take advantage of these great savings. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
All right, tomorrow we're looking at some morning clouds, but otherwise once that burns off, it should be a really great Friday with mainly sunny skies, a few high clouds towards the evening, but 70s for both locations. So that's the good news. Unfortunately, the bad news, the rain comes back on Saturday. The positive news is on Sunday looks good at 72. Next week does get active a little bit once again, but this time of year we should be around 70 almost, so that's the positive news. But we still have showers and thunderstorms coming next week too, once again.
Did you hear that little country twang he had? Friday. He's excited.
A man of many accents.
Excited about the sun.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll see you tomorrow.